Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? A gracious good morning to you good people. It's your girl KB. You know what I do and you know why I do it. It is Wednesday, it is March 4th, and it is 4:54 in the AM. And this is my last recording for the morning. I want to hit on a couple of things. One, I was asked about my appearance. What's different? I combed my hair, y'all. And I'm not wearing a hat. Yeah, that's what's different. I don't like combing my hair. So I'm usually seen in a hat. Now that we have that cleared up, I would be remiss if I didn't do this today. Given the fact that some things have happened in that wonderful, notice the tone I took, wonderful state of Texas. Now, mind you, my partner, God rest her soul, of 14 years, was born and raised in that state. I'm a native New Yorker. You can imagine the conversations that we've had about the state of Texas. Yeah. And I'm going to teach you this phrase. Some of you may already know it. And if you do, please forgive me. But a lot of you don't. And a lot of you don't understand how it's weaponized. The phrase is tone policing. And it's used as the entryway into white fragility. And I know a bunch of you are going to dismiss the phrase white fragility, but I want you to hear me. At least hear me out. So tone policing is a tactic that dismisses, the truth, the element of truth in a disagreement. And it focuses on the emotion, the passion, and the overall presentation of the truth. And the truth usually comes out after the white person intrudes into a person of color space. And rather than, be held accountable, then we get into the policing of the tone. You get phrases like calm down, relax, you could have said that different, or I didn't listen. And here's the classic, I didn't feel safe. Well, you played in a friggin' safe environment. And then when you got the outcome, now you want to retreat like somebody threatened you. No, they told you about your happy ass. I'm so sick of this, I don't know what to do. I have a friend who is constantly being tone policed. And it's like, any part of the information a lie. And why don't her feelings matter? I shared that I not too long ago had somebody step into my business, my safe space, my MO, if you will, and just override what I'm doing. And it's like, I'm looking like, you do see me standing here, right? And then after I clocked it, Now, I didn't do like my friend usually does. She clocks something right immediately as it's happening. No, I'm going to show you the respect that you didn't give me. I waited till you were alone, and I came to you, and I told you. And I said it exactly like this. Don't you ever, no more again in this life, step into something that I'm doing. And they got butthurt. Then they went to the place of tears. And then but you. And when I heard, but you, then I took it up a notch. You know, you didn't understand the polite English. So I'm going to tell you in no uncertain terms. And I use mofo. We're not talking about me. We're talking about what you did, uninvited. And then we tried to squeeze out a tear. You said, I'm done talking. Because you just, in your explanation, said you didn't think what I was doing was that important. So you assigned a value, you intruded, you dismissed me, and you dismissed the significance of my issue. Never once asking if I needed help. Never asked once why I was doing what I was doing or saying what I was saying. You didn't think that was important. Then you tried to squeeze out a few tears. Leave my space, bruh. And yes, I was talking to a male. Yes, a male put on this kind of stellar performance. Now, in the hood, we have a phrase. And I believe at one point, Sean John had a t-shirt that had the word on here. And now you're going to understand the definition of the word. Bitch ass. Because that was the move. That was the phrase you adopted and wanted to act on. And the tears, bravo. You don't have to worry about me ever engaging you again. Because you assign value to what it is that I'm doing. That's my job. You don't get to tell me what's important to me. You don't get to tell me what's of value to me. You don't get to tell me about my tone because I'm passionate about something. You just need to hear me out. And now, if I'm lying to you, if there's no essence of truth in anything that I'm telling you, then we can have a conversation. But if I'm breaking it down and you catch some feelings about it, then it must be true. Either that or you're emotionally, I want to say, immature and you can't handle feedback. So let's have a conversation about that as opposed to you telling me what's of value to me. You know, that reminded me of something, that my father used to say when he was upset at any kind of rebuttal that any of the kids had. And he would say, if I want your opinion, I'll give it to you. You don't devalue anything of importance to anyone. You hear them out. You don't necessarily have to act on it, but you owe them the respect of hearing them out. Respect is reciprocal. You can't demand it and don't extend it.